Good morning students. In this video session, I am going to explain one example which comes under the topic of selection control flow. What is selection control flow? You studied these things in the building blocks of algorithm, right? Depend upon the condition, the flow of execution will be determined. Okay. Control flow is nothing but the order of execution. The statements which want to be executed in which order should be determined by the control flow. In that, one type is selection control flow. Depend upon the condition determines whether which statement want to be executed, whether the first statement or the third statement, like that. Okay. So in this we can see some examples. Okay. So in the selection statement, what are the main things are there? If else, these are the things which comes under the selection statements. Okay. Selection control flow. Now here I am going to explain the concept of find a number is odd or even. Okay. You have to write algorithm, pseudocode and flowchart to find a particular input number is odd or even. What is odd number and what is even number? Everyone know about that, right? What is odd number? Any number which is divided by 2. Okay, any number which is divided by 2, and if you get the remainder as 0, then we can say it is a even number. If the remainder is not 0, we can say it is a odd number. For example, 4. Okay, 2. 2 2s are 4. We are getting the remainder 0. If the remainder is 0 means it is even number. Okay. If the remainder is not 0 means we can say it is a odd number. 2, 4, 6, 8, these are the even numbers. 3, 5, 7, 9, these are the odd numbers. So what's the condition? What's the logic here? The particular input number, this is the input, right? The input number want to be divided by 2. If the remainder is 0, then we can say it is even. This is the logic, right? So we can see the algorithm. First, start the program. How many inputs required? Only one input is required. The particular input I am going to check by divided by 2. Okay. So read a number n. What's the variable name here? N. So n is a variable used to store the input from the user. Then here I am going to use the selection statement. Check if. Here, how we used? If n, for example, my n value is 4. N value is 4. 4 divided by 2. What is this modulo symbol? What is this percentage symbol? It is called as modulo division or remainder division. Normally, when you perform division, it will take quotient. If you are using this symbol, it will take the remainder part. Okay. For example, what is if n divided by 2? That is 4 divided by 2. 4 divided by 2. What answer you got? 0, right? So 0 equal to 0. This part. 4 divided by 2. What answer you got? You got the answer 0. 0 equal to 0. Condition true or false? Condition is true. Once this condition is true, what will happen? It will print the number is, display the number is even. Suppose if the condition is false, for example, if you are going with 3, you won't get the answer 0. Okay. At that time, this condition will false. If the condition is false means it will print the number is odd. All of you got it? So if the condition is true, it will display the number is even. Else, if it is not, otherwise display the number is odd. Stop. The same thing I am going to write in the form of pseudocode. Okay. So for pseudocode, and one more thing you have to know, what's the difference between single equal to and double equal to here? Actually, you are using double equal to here, right? What's the meaning of double equal to? In all the programming languages, this double equal to is called as equal to. And this equal to is called as assignment. Assignment. The meaning is A equal to 10. This is assignment. You are assigning, giving this value to A. You are storing the 10 in the variable name A. But this is called as comparing, equal to. Okay, you are checking whether it is equal to or not. Suppose A equal to 10, right? So A equal to 10. Now what's the A value? 10. You are just checking whether it is equal to or not. Okay. The same algorithm I am going to write in the form of pseudocode. So first start with the keyword begin in capital letter, then read n. Here the n value is 4. Okay, I am checking a condition. If 4 divided by 2 equal to 0. 4 divided by 2, what answer? The answer is 0. So 0 equal to 0. The condition is true. If the condition is true, display or print number is even. Suppose if the condition is false, if your remainder is 1 or some other thing, this condition is false. At that time, display the number is odd. Then if you are using multiple statements, you have to end with the multiple statement. So if is ended with end if and begin is ended with end. You have to follow the indentation. See here and here we are using indentation. The indentation denotes the particular statements comes inside the particular multiple statement. Okay. Now we are going to see the flow chart for odd and even numbers. First, as you know, the start and stop comes with the terminal symbol. Okay. Inside the terminal symbol, we have to write start and stop. We are getting only one input. For input, we have to use parallelogram symbol. So I am using read n. Okay. This parallelogram symbol is used to read the input. Then if I am checking a condition, for condition checking which symbol? Decision symbol or diamond symbol. If for n divided by 2, actually your n value is 4, right? 4 divided by 2 equal to 0. If the condition is true, this statement want to be executed, right? You want to print the number is odd. For printing, again parallelogram symbol. Suppose if the condition is false, you want to print the number is odd. So again you need the parallelogram symbol. Now always the terminal statements ends with single flow line. So use the connector and stop the algorithm. So what's the logic here for finding the odd number and even number? Just divide the input, remainder division. Just do the division and check the remainder is equal to 0. For finding the remainder only, we are using this percentage symbol. Okay, remainder division symbol. Okay, I hope you understand this concept. Thank you, students.